And we want to get back to the morning's breaking news. The U.S. government shutdown now underway.
So-called non-essential services will stop while other federal workers are also being asked to work without pay.
So where do we go from here and what's being done to end the stalemate? For answers, we're joined now live by U.S. Congressman Shri Thanedar. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. So first, tell us why a spending deal couldn't be reached to avoid a shutdown.
There is a big divide between the two parties. And the major stumbling block is the health care coverage. What Republicans are trying to do is throw off 10 million people off of health care coverage. What does that mean is that when you go to the hospital to get chemo treatment or go to the prescription to buy your insulin, your health insurance will not cover some of these costs. The cost of essential goods are going up because of President Trump's tariff policies. But now the healthcare costs are going to skyrocket.
Well, you mentioned skyrocketing healthcare costs and 10 million people. Let's talk a little bit about folks in Michigan. There are more than 35,000 federal employees here in Michigan who will go without pay while Congress is still getting paid during the shutdown. What do you have to say to those folks?
Well, I feel really sorry for the federal workers. Some of the workers will have to work without an assurance of payment. Others would be furloughed. So many people would lose their jobs. And as President Trump is talking, they may permanently. So it's going to be a lot of hardship. Currently, life is tough. You know, prices of essential goods have gone up. Healthcare is more expensive. You have bigger, higher copays, and many federal workers could be without jobs for good. And that is going to hurt, not only hurt the services that everyday people receive, but it's going to be an extra hardship on those hardworking federal employees and their families.
And we've seen these shutdowns last for weeks at a time. I mean, where things stand now as you're experiencing this, what's your prediction?
Well, the last shutdown was 35 days. That was the longest shutdown in American history. Now, Speaker Johnson has, given a week off to his Republican members of Congress, so they are not even here. We, the Democrats, are here in Washington, D.C., ready to strike a deal, ready to make this work. But the Republicans will not come back until October 7th. So this shutdown is going to go on for at least a week and could be much longer.
And really quickly, before we let you go, I know you touched on this. You mentioned the president threatening mass layoffs. What's going to be done to try to avoid that and protect jobs here in Michigan?
Well, look, the president has cut federal jobs with the DOGE cuts. They have cut jobs at the State Department. They have cut jobs at the IRS. So they will continue. And the president has said that he wants to take advantage of this shutdown to let go even more people. So here's a fight that they are trying to get rid of the essential services. They're getting rid of federal employees, at the same time making healthcare not accessible to the American people. And that's going to really hurt everyday families, working families. Things are already more expensive, and the healthcare copays, insurance premiums are going to go up substantially. And that's what this bill is. And that's why we're not giving in. That's why we are letting this government shut down, because it is hurting everyday people.
All right, Congressman Thanedar, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for your insights on the issue. We appreciate it.